Okay. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so where to start? There's so many things I am thankful for, but I want to just say thank you to everyone who has reached out over the last couple of weeks to make sure that I'm okay. I'm okay, okay? So the main reason why I haven't been posting many videos is because a couple of weeks ago, one of my kids were sick. And right now, due to COVID, when a kid is sick, if a kid sneezes or coughs in school or in the morning, your kid is gonna stay home for 2 weeks. At least that's how it is here in California. And so with that, I didn't have extra help at home. It was basically just me and my wife. So that's why I didn't really have time to post videos. But I'm okay. All is well. Nobody is sick in my home. At least not sick with COVID. So we're okay. So thank you guys for reaching out again. So before I go down my little tiny list of some of the things I am thankful for this year, I want to give a shameless plug to my e-store. Link is in the video description below. We have a little sale going on of the knives that I've designed and a few others as well. So if you guys want to check it out, link is in the video description. But in the scheme of 2020, there's been so many amazing things that's happened this year. So many big things. I'm so thankful for a lot of things. And I'm also so thankful for the small things, right? But in this video, I kind of want to talk about some of the big things that's happened this year. And a lot of it revolves around my channel, my studio getting burglarized, and what has transpired since then. Very few key people I want to say thank you to. The first person I want to say thank you to is Dan Hopper. So Dan and I have never met each other. He's just a silent fan on my channel for I don't know how long now. But after my studio got burglarized, he started a GoFundMe account without getting my permission, so to speak. And he got it started, he posted a few things, and then he told me about it. My initially was actually going to refund all of the money, but a lot of my friends and people who I haven't heard from in a while reached out as well, and they were a part of the GoFundMe. So I felt a little, maybe I would have felt rude if I didn't accept their donations to the GoFundMe page. So I let it go on, and after about a month or so, $3,000 has been raised. I don't really feel, I don't know, I feel odd using it for myself, maybe because I have that pride in me that you don't ask for help. So I've decided that I'm gonna take 10% of that money, so about $300, and use it for some memory cards for my new cameras. And so that's what I'll use it for. And then the rest of the money, I'm gonna announce a really cool thing that I'm doing with the rest of the money. So I've ordered a few knives that should have been here today, but I literally just got a phone call from the shipping company that it's gonna be delayed till next Monday or Tuesday. So after I receive them, I will go through them, sort them out, make sure everything's okay, and then I'll post another video with what I will be doing with the rest of the GoFundMe campaign. Again, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has contributed to the GoFundMe account, but I didn't really want to raise the money in the beginning, and so I feel odd, taking that money for myself. And I know a lot of folks who donated to that campaign really wanted me to take that money. I'm having a hard time with it. So I still will use, like I said, that money for some memory cards, which I did. And the rest of the money I'm going to put towards the community abroad. So I'll announce that when the knives actually arrive. I also want to give a really big shout out to the folks over at Sammy's Camera in Los Angeles, and Prajan, and particularly Mr. Sammy himself. After my studio was burglarized, they reached out to see if they can help in any way. And they didn't give me anything. This is not a paid sponsored video. They simply reached out and offered their assistance. I told them I needed a couple new cameras, and I was looking for the Sony A7S3s. I was on the pre-order list with a number of different retailers, and the earliest I could have gotten the camera, because it was so popular, was sometime in December or maybe even January. Once they heard about what happened with my studio, they got me on the priority list to get the cameras ASAP. So I was able to get the cameras earlier than I would have gotten. And again, I just want to make it clear, this is not a sponsored video. Sammy's Cameras did not send me the cameras for free. I fully paid for all the cameras myself, including all the accessories and lenses. They simply were able to get me on the priority list for the A7S IIIs. I'm also so thankful for my Patreon supporters. You guys have made it possible for me to run my channel the way it has. You guys have allowed me to increase the budget of what I purchase and what I review. So I just want to say thank you to every single one of my Patreon supporters, old and new. Without you guys, my channel truly would not be where it is today. And thank you to all of my YouTube subscribers. You guys are awesome. You guys are the best subscribers any content creator can ask for. And you guys give me the best input possible. And without your input, my channel definitely would not be where it is today. So thank you for all of your views, your thumbs ups, your likes, your comments, your critiques of what I'm doing. You guys are the best fans anyone can ever ask for. I'll post a garbage truck again. This was why I moved to an office, to not deal with garbage trucks. Okay, almost gone. And as you guys may know, I have been on a huge kick with katanas lately. Katana polishing, katana unboxings. I've only unboxed one katana, right? But I've got a couple of more that's in the studio. And I actually just bought a new katana, which I will show you guys. This katana has gotten, I think, up to date like 16 million views, and it is a really cool katana. So it's from another content creator who has made really cool katanas. And so I bought it. It'll be here by the end of the week, and so by next week, maybe my first video after Thanksgiving would be the unboxing of that katana. And I also have a number of other katanas that are on the order list. So I've been scouring through katana makers throughout the country, throughout the world, and I've narrowed it down to like 3 or 4 suppliers. And so I'm gonna buy a few katanas, and we'll do some cutting, tatami mat cuttings, and some bamboo cutting as well. So so you're probably wondering, why am I buying katanas? What's the use of a katana? I just love knives. I love sharp things, and a katana is where a lot of these knife makers that I have been reviewing or using the knives have started from. Folks like Nigara, Moritaka. These guys actually started their company, their business, making katanas, and through the years they've just evolved into making kitchen knives. And so being able to kind of tap into the history of some of these companies, I think would be a really interesting thing. And obviously for the exercise of cutting bamboo and cutting tatami mats would be great. And another really simple reason why I'm getting into katanas so quickly is because a friend of mine has invited me back to Japan when COVID is relaxed a little bit. And he's invited me to go to a bamboo forest with them. He's gonna give me the permits, the katanas that I need to cut bamboo. So I can't let him show me up, right? So I just said, yeah, man, when I'm going back there, the first major trip we're gonna do is go cut bamboo. And so other than bamboo cutting and just enjoying sharp swords, I really want to learn how to polish katanas. I think for me, that's gonna be another evolution of my sharpening and polishing skills, is knowing how to polish a katana properly. And so I'm buying a number of these katanas so I can use them and dull them and ruin their polishes and bring them back to life. And so, and I've got a number of antique katanas here. They're 200, 300, 400 years old. And so I'm not going to polish those with my skill level right now. They're just going to be, for show right now. So the katanas that I'm buying are, modern day katanas. They're made from China, and they're $300 to $1,000. So those katanas, I can hack all I want. I can ruin their polishes and their edges. So I'll practice on those katanas before I even touch or attempt to touch a 203 or 100-year-old katana that I've purchased from Japan, that are made in Japan. So long story short, I'll be doing katana polishing every once in a while. Actually, I will be doing it often, but I won't be posting the videos here. I'll probably be posting the full-length videos on Perfection Uncut. So all of you guys who want to see like 2-hour-long, 3-hour-long polishes or polishing sessions, those videos will be posted there. And then this channel here will still have all the knife reviews, tutorials, and kind of shorter length versions of those polishing sessions, and kind of the summaries of those videos or those sessions. And the most exciting announcement for me, and it's really just more of a lifelong journey moving forward, is I want to focus on artisan knives, artisan knife makers in Japan, in America, and in Europe. And so I announced maybe 3 or 4 months ago that I am selling all of my knives, and I'm still in that process of auctioning all of my artisan knives that I've got in my private collection. And I'm going to be traveling through Japan, but with the pandemic getting worse, that's not going to happen anytime soon. And so I was gonna, do my Japanese knife artisans first, and then focus on the Americas and then Europe. But now with things changing the way they have, I've been reaching out to a lot of the American and European knife makers that I've been really been talking to and kind of eyeballing for this project. And they're on board, and so I can't tell you who they are now just because it hasn't happened yet. But over the last 2 months or so, I've been talking to about a dozen artisan knife makers who are incredibly talented. And I would say by the end of March, I'm gonna have 90% of their knives here. So I have ordered between 2 and 3 custom knives from these artisans. I have fully paid for all of them myself. And the reason I do that is because I believe that these artisans should be paid for their work. And I don't want to have any sort of obligation to say something extra nice because I got a knife for free. So every artisan that I'm going to be showcasing over these next few months in my videos and in my book potentially are all knives that I have purchased with my own money. And all of the artisans that I'm going to be featuring in that series will also be included in my book. And I will also be traveling to their shops over the next year, assuming, again, if COVID doesn't completely just go AWOL. And I'll be visiting them, hanging out with them in the shops, doing one-on-one interviews, and all those videos will be posted here on Perfection. So it's a really exciting series that I'm putting together. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be extremely educational. And I just cannot wait to sit down with some of the most talented knife makers in the world and pick their brain, talk about knives, and and just learn a whole lot about knife making. So I'm really excited for that. So it's been such an incredible journey here on my little humble YouTube channel, and I just cannot fathom where it's gonna go in the next year. And I just want to say thank you again from the bottom of my heart to every one of you guys who have been a part of this journey with me. From my YouTube subscribers to my Patreon supporters, you guys have made a dream come true for the stay-at-home dad. And I just cannot thank you enough. You guys have no idea how grateful and thankful I am for every one of you guys. So I just want to say thank you again. I cannot say thank you enough. And happy Thanksgiving to you and to your families. You guys, everyone stay safe, stay joyful, stay hopeful, and I will catch you guys in the next video.